So the mid-pelvis is going to be the center of the pubic bone. So it's going to come across the center here, come across the back to the ischial spines, around the bottom of the sacrum towards the other ischial spines. So it's pretty much the whole center of the pelvis. Now the thing to remember is that when we're neutral, our hip bone and our pubic bone are aligned with one another. It's not like this. So we're not having like a bowl of cereal. The two are aligned with one another. So this is a neutral pelvis. So that mid-pelvis is going to wrap around just like this. So the things that are going to influence the mid-pelvis is going to be one, the pubic bone, and then the ischial spines. So it's hard to see them, the level of this pelvis here, so I have it depicted here. This back side here is your sacrum, front side is your pubic bone, and on each side are the ischial spines. So you can see that these jut in just a little bit, and so it's going to decrease the space side to side in the pelvis. And then front to back, the sacrum and the pubic bone are decreasing it front to back. So baby's going to want to fit through this space in a diagonal movement, and the way that we're going to create more space there is with diagonal and uneven hip movements. So one hip is doing one thing while the other is doing something else. So either external rotation on one hip with internal rotation on one, and then vice versa, or one is a neutral and the other one is internal or external rotating. It's going to open the space more here. The other thing to consider is that in the mid-pelvis, we also have the pelvic floor. So we have muscular structure that baby is also trying to descend through. So not only are they trying to move through the actual structure of the pelvis, we also have the pelvic floor that we have to take in consideration. And now the pelvic floor is more of a buttonhole, and we'll dive into this a little bit more in another video. But we want to do sideways movements to help open that space even more. Mid-pelvis movements we want to focus on when baby is a -1 to a +1 station. This means baby has engaged and is making their way through this bony structure. And so we want to do the diagonal, sideways, uneven hip movements as baby is trying to descend through this space here.